Hi, this is Panda coming to you on the 3rd of August for the trading results for the day. Okay, we started the day here, and I actually woke up late. I woke up past 9:30, and then by the time I went to the computer and loaded up the Ninja's charts, it was past 9:36 or 7. It was actually right. No, it was actually 9:40. After 9:40 when I finally got the charts loaded up. But anyway, there was a trade, a short trade just after 9:35, and that was a stop out. Okay, so there was the first trade, the system trade that was a stop out. Okay, and by the time I loaded up the charts, I was, kind of in a hurry because I wanted to see what was going on, and I entered into a trade here where at this point here where I entered, I realized that I read the angle wrong, and I entered in the trade at the wrong time. So by the time I figured that out, that was a couple of bars later. Then I was like, I never should have entered that trade. So, but that's what happens when you wake up late and you're in a hurry to get to the charts. So I tried to let it play out a little bit, and then I realized that okay, I'm just gonna cancel out of the trade. And I got out at break even for that one. As you can see here, it was a simulated stop. I just put my simulated volume stop in there, and it did take me out. However, I should have stayed in there because this trade would have been a winner. So, so doing something like this, getting into a trade at the wrong time where you're not supposed to, that's the human error, part of it where it kind of messes you up a little bit psychologically in a trade. So, and then I didn't re-enter. I just said forget about it. So that trade would have been a winner. Okay, so as per the system, that was one stop out and one win, and then I had another trade because I was waiting for the setup to occur, and it was just happening before lunchtime, and I got the signal just a few minutes before 11:30. Okay, and I decided to take that trade. I'm going to show you the video because I did record that one live, and as you can see here, it was a nice entry. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why I took the trade was because that I consider trading like we're like fishermen. We're waiting there, and if we don't see activity, then we can just go. But in this particular case here, it's like I could see the setup was happening right there, and I got in the trade at 11:32, which I define lunch as at 11:30. So it was 2 minutes into lunch, and I decided to take the trade. I'll let you see the video.
Right on the equator, crisscrossed by the Andes mountain range, Ecuador enjoys a privileged location on this planet. In this country, 4 different worlds live together. The Andes Mountains, the green Pacific coast, the Amazon Basin, and the Galapagos Islands. Ecuador has more animal and plant species per square kilometer than any other country in the world. One-fifth of Ecuador's territory is protected areas, and Sangay and Galapagos National Parks are the world's natural heritage. In these diverse sites, our people have developed with an ancient indigenous tradition, blended with the blood and essence of Spain. Quito, the first city to be declared Cultural Heritage of Humankind, showcases its splendid colonial past alongside a modern, cosmopolitan present. Cuenca, also heritage of humanity, keeps our Spanish legacy vibrantly alive in its streets, churches, and plaza squares. And Guayaquil, a vigorous metropolis, combines its harbor atmosphere with cutting-edge urban development. In Ecuador, over a dozen different cultures live side by side, expressing their wealth in colorful handicrafts, the good cheer of fall culture festivals, markets, and a passion for living amidst this bountiful land and sea. In each of its 4 worlds, life at its purest, just waiting to be discovered. In this privileged country, you can travel in a matter of hours, from the green Pacific coastline to the Amazon rainforest, crossing over the imposing Andean snow-capped summits.
So that was it. There's only one trade today that I took. However, that would be 3 trades for the system. So overall, we had 2 wins and 1 loss. So I have the stats on the website. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on the 4th of August. This is Panda signing off for the day.